That was some awesome finger drumming, right? No, it wasn't. And that's a typical annoying classroom behavior, and today I'm going to outline some other annoying classroom behaviors and what to do to not do them. You would think that spending the majority of our lives in a classroom setting that people would know what not to do in a classroom setting, but nope, it's not the case. So what's considered annoying? Well, my number one, eating chips in class or crunchy things. I don't know why you do it or what you do it for, but it's no good. But the worst part about it is that I think you guys know it's annoying when you do it, so you try to slow crunch it. Super slow crunch, and it just makes it way worse. Instead of just hearing it fast and done, I hear it way just overdrawn, and it's terrible. Number two, heavy breathing. We got any heavy breathers out there? No? Okay. Heavy breathing, I don't know if that's something necessarily heavy breathers can control, but it's annoying nonetheless. As I demonstrated before, finger drumming, that's pretty annoying. I don't know why finger drummers do it. I think it might be to impress fellow classmates and or women, but it doesn't work, at least on me. I don't know. And number four would be that guy and or that girl. If you don't know what that guy is, we've all had one in one of our classes at some point. I don't think we have one in this class. We're pretty lucky, but that guy necessarily answers every question, has something to say for everything, and everyone's annoyed all the time. But that guy doesn't know they're that guy, so that's the worst part of that guy. But good things, there are things for us to do to counter these behaviors. Number one, the most annoying thing, eating crunchy things in class, is also probably the easiest to counter. I think there's a million different things that aren't chips, so go with any one of those. I recommend PB&J. It takes like a minute to make. It's soft, it's quiet, and it's easy. Just go with that. Heavy breathing. I recommend getting checked for sleep apnea. Gary Wickman of healthguidance.org says that sleep apnea causes sufferers to have labored or noisy breathing while awake. So you should do that. Finger drumming, I don't know if there's medical problems with it, but I also recommend going to a doctor for ADD and or ADHD. Also anxiety could lead to finger drumming. Unfortunately, there is no solution for that guy and or that girl. Usually they realize that they're that guy or that girl several years after college when they have no friends. Family doesn't talk to them anymore. But yeah. So hopefully I've outlined some common classroom behaviors and some useful information to counter these. And I would hope that if you do any of those, maybe you'll stop now for my sake and your classmates' sake. And I hope you pass on this golden info to everyone you know.
All right, Rolland, I like the attention device. I thought that was fun. It ties into your subject pretty well. The goal is nicely laid out. There's not really a preview, except that you're going to talk about some general types of things that are annoying in class, and that's fine. I think the content is, it's interesting. You've got some fun stuff that you're talking about. It's kind of an after-dinner type presentation, which is good. I think you need to exaggerate and add a couple things. For instance, you were talking about the slow crunch on the chip, and I thought that would be a perfect time for you to demonstrate that thing. You know, put that chip in your mouth and and try and show how people try and make it quiet and how ridiculous it is to try and do something like that. Or I like the little thing about the sleep apnea thing. That I thought you got a good punchline out of that. Some of it needs to be practiced a little bit more, because you've got a good idea here, you've got some fun stuff to say, but it feels like you are working through it a lot instead of being at the point where you're really ready to give it. And the easiest way to tell that is in the presentation. You feel very awkward when you're standing there and you move and you shift and you're doing a lot of those things. Now, some of that I think is connected to the ideas that you're trying to talk about, but a lot of it just looks like it's nervousness. And your audience contact is inconsistent. When you look at us, you're fine, but you are frequently looking over here, looking over there, looking down, and so you need to be a lot more engaged there. Your voice is good. I think you project well, and there's that nice animation there. Once in a while there's a little bit of hesitation, or the timing isn't quite off, and everybody knows how important timing is for humor to work right. And so things might fall a little bit flatter than they would have otherwise if they had been a little bit more polished. But I like the idea there. And I just think that there are a lot of things that if you went at this again, if you were going to do this speech again, I think you could probably add 3 or 4 really good points to it, make it smooth, and have a really nice, routine, kind of funny presentation to give in another classroom, for instance, in another situation or circumstance. But it does need some polish. All right, thank you.